be careful where you get your answers from, especially the negative answers that tells you that you can't do something because you might just get burned. I was perusing a loan officer Facebook group today where people chat about loans and asking questions and asking their peers about scenarios and what are you seeing or what do you think and about this type of situation. And someone had a question today about a co-signer on a VA loan, a non-occupying co-borrower. So can someone help the veteran qualify if they can't qualify for themselves, even though they're not going to live in the home? And there was one person that came in and they gave the answer pretty quick and pretty confident that no, you can't do that. VA doesn't allow non-occupying co-borrowers. You have to live in the home if you're going to be on the loan on a VA home loan. And the reality is that's not true. The VA rule is, and you can get this answer directly from the VA, which we've done. The rule is that the veteran whose entitlement is being used. So you have to have VA eligibility. You have to get a certificate of eligibility from the VA to be able to do a VA loan. So even if you've got multiple veterans on the loan, but only using the eligibility for the of one of them, then for purposes of the VA loan, the other borrower who's a veteran isn't treated as a veteran. We're not using, or you're not using their eligibility. So the only person that has to live in the home, that VA requires to live in a home, is the veteran. The veteran has to live in the home. The veteran whose eligibility is being used has to live in the home. However, even there's caveats. The veteran doesn't have to live in the home if the spouse or his child is living in the home. I'm working on a file right now for a veteran, and he's not going to live in the home. His fiance and their child are going to be able to satisfy the requirements, even though he's the veteran and he's not going to live in the home, at least initially. They're satisfying the occupancy requirements that VA has, because VA has an out, if you would, where the veteran or his wife or children can satisfy that occupancy requirement. So a lot of people look on the surface and give a real quick answer. You can do this, you can't do that. Other people that are more experienced, have touched more VA loans, have helped more veterans, have dug into the guidelines, have fought with underwriters. I really don't fight with underwriters. Our underwriters are awesome. They dig into the guidelines with me. They reach out there. Just